Hi, this is Liblore5. There are a lot of reading challenges getting started through the Nerdy Book Club right now, like Nerdberry and Nerdcot and Nerd Prince and Nerd Cybert. And those reading challenges have lists of books, and some folks have created shelves for those books through Goodreads or lists through Goodreads. And let's say you want to add all those books to your own to-read list and get them in your own shelf labeled with what you want to call it. I'm over here at John Shu, Mr. Shu Reads, his shelf for the Newbery Medal Challenge. And let's say I want to add all these books, all 92 books, no, 91 books to my to-read shelf, but I don't want to enter them all in by hand. I can look at his list right here. I can click on Add to Shelves, Add to my to-read list, and I'm going to have to go through every book on his shelf, add to my to-read list. And then once I've added all the things from his Newbery Challenge shelf to my to-read list, I can go back up to the top of the page, click on My Books up here at the top, and now all the things that I've recently added should be showing up at the top. If they're not, you can click on Date Added here, and you should be able to see all the things that you've recently added at the top. Now, create a new shelf that will appear in your Goodreads shelf. I've created a shelf called an Example Shelf, a clever name, with 0 things in it so far. And now I can do something called Batch Edit. I can click on Batch Edit up here at the top, choose the shelf that I want to put these books in. Here's my shelf called an Example Shelf. And now I can select all the books that I recently added to my to-read list that I want to now have on an example shelf. Maybe I want to call it Newbery Challenge, whatever makes sense to you. Now, if there are a lot of books in the list that you've added, you can use the Select All feature, which will select all the books that are showing on the screen. And down at the very bottom of this page, you can set how many books are showing on the screen to help you best utilize the Select All feature. And then once you have the one selected that you want to add to your shelf, you just add selected. And since I chose 100, it's going to take just a second. Or 2 seconds. And now it says 40 items were added to my an example shelf. And now you can see that under my to read, it has now added my shelf, an example shelf. And if I want to remove all those, I can click on Remove Selected. And there, I just removed my example shelf. Thanks, I hope this helps.